Hey there, parents. I want to take a moment to introduce myself. I'm Ryan Musak, Mr. Musak. I'll be your child's American government teacher this fall for the fall quarter we have now. I know this year is a little bit different and it's been kind of an odd educational experience going forward here since about March 13th or so. I'm really excited to be back in the classroom so we can run American government, a class that a lot of kids really enjoy. I'm also excited to be no longer teaching from my basement, so that'll be a nice thing as well. I just want to take a moment and introduce you to our curriculum, what we'll be doing this year, and give a chance for you guys to send me any questions you have about what American government class will look like. Starting off here, our American government class is called Legislative Semester. It is a simulation-based curriculum. It was developed down in West Chicago by a guy named Steve Arnold. It was brought here by Allison Turner, who taught 6 years ago here in Sauk, and then I got the chance to take it over, and then Adam Brager joined me shortly after that. It's a real fun activity, very hands-on in terms of students where they can actually experience government. I like to say I'm not just teaching how government should be, I'm teaching how government actually is. And maybe we can learn a way to make it better and to better participate in our government system. Something that I think we all really need to worry about and think about right now. So what we're going to do is a bunch of different things we'll be working on here. So over the course of the 9 weeks of our class, we'll focus on political identity. So basically letting kids analyze their beliefs and where they think they fit into the American government political system. We'll do some work around issues that are important to students, learn how to write a bill, and learn how to basically draft legislation like a legislator would. We'll have some elections and look about how we're going to learn about how elections work. We'll study the Constitution and look at our structure of government. And we're also going to do some legislative simulations. Typically, we do a mock committee and a full legislature. We're not sure how it's going to work with our shortened 9-week schedule this year. For sure, we're going to get our committee in, and we're going to do our darndest to get the full legislature in, which is our full simulation with 100 juniors in the RAC. But due to COVID restrictions, we're not sure if we'll be able to make that work or not. So some of the activities that we do in here are our debates. We'll do debates 3 or 4 times through the course of the year, and teach students how to research, be educated, and how to argue their point. We'll do our party declaration, which is where students will kind of say, hey, here's where I think I fit right now in our system. We'll have our election. We'll have students who actually run for office, create a platform, create advertising, and then we'll actually vote for people in our class. We'll form issue groups around a topic. It's a really fun activity where the kids used to get here at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and get in line for their topic. We can't do it this year because of the Rona, but we'll look and see what we can do to kind of mimic that as best we can. The bill writing is a big part of it, and kids really learn a lot about research and how to advocate for themselves what things are important through their bill writing process. We have our mock legislative sessions, either our committee or our full session. We also work with some judicial executive challenges as well. These are the activities that kids will be talking about. Now, through these activities, we learn a lot of really important content like current issues, just what's happening in the world right now. We'll learn how Parley Pro works. I know it's big in 4-H and FFA, but we'll learn more about parliamentary procedure, about the legislative process and the 3 branches, the Constitution, voting, about influence in government, both from like lobbies and outside groups, inside groups, beliefs, and how special interests look at government. And within this whole activity, then, we'll be seeing how learning more skills like outside research and public speaking, argument writing, and civil discourse, which is how to have a civil conversation with somebody in our system. We'll learn how to be critical thinkers and problem solvers and look at these big issues, whether it be we need a stop sign here or whether it be global warming, wherever the problem is, how can we solve this through our legislative process, and learn how to lobby and speak our minds and do it in a respectful and appropriate way. And so this is a really fun class. You can see how hands-on it's going to be. This year is different. Obviously, we're all learning a little different system here. We have the A and B day cohorts based off of how the last names are. So on our in-person days, we'll be doing our debates and our bill writing and conferences and a lot of activities going over information and that kind of stuff. The at-home days are going to be spent doing some short video lectures. Myself, Mr. Brager, will be preparing. We have what we call caucus time in class. Typically, we would give a lot of work time. We call it caucus time, like meeting time in class. And that'll be something that kids will be expected to do on that virtual day. We're trying to keep it, to about 30 to 45 minutes of work a day. A little less some days, a little more some days, and try to even that out that way. Okay, if there's any concerns about that, please do let us know. All of our stuff is available in Google Classroom, so you can get access there. Speaking of that, here's our supplies. Really, we don't need there's no textbook. I joke our textbook is the United States Constitution. Kids will need their Chromebooks and get charged up. Make sure they bring it every day. Make sure they have access at home. If there's technology problems, please let me know right away. All right, and we can figure out a way to help a kid out that way. When you're in class, have something to write with. Have a folder, a binder, and obviously our access to Google Classroom will be very, very important, which will take care of first day of class. Our major assignments that we'll be doing here with things like our party deck paper or party deck poster is basically where students look at what they believe and where they think they align and decide, hey, I think I fit here right now in the system. Is it for sure that way? It might change. Who knows? But here's where I think I fit now. They're going to do a position paper for the bill they write. So basically arguing why the committee should say yes to their bill. They're going to write their bill. They're going to do speeches for their committee. And then also work on a portfolio potentially at the end of the year as well. Our grading is got a little simpler this year because of our change in system. We're doing 60% for our project major assignments and 40% for our daily work. So those big assignments, those big activities are really things that students have to do if they want to make sure be successful here in class. A couple little things. You want to follow me on Twitter? I appreciate it. Train more followers, Mr. Harnish, if I can, right? Our class hashtags on here as well. We'll have flip materials available on Google Classroom for students that they can watch those video lectures on the at-home day for our schedule, or at school if they have a study hall, wherever it might be. My goal is trying to get Skyward updated probably more than just weekly, since we have a very quick turnaround time of the 9 weeks here. I'm going to do my best to make sure I get stuff updated right away as best I can. It'll be helpful having less students every day, but I'm going to do my best. Please bear with me as this is a little bit of a change as we go through stuff, okay? My contact information is up here. Here's my email address. Please get a hold of me, okay? I may set up a reminder, a class tag as well, which you get in your emails if you need more information that way. I do have my email on my phone as well, so I respond ASAP if I can, unless I'm working my other job or otherwise indisposed. Usually I'm in pretty early. Usually I stay pretty late, so feel free to get a hold of me if you need to or if you have any questions. Like I said, please give me a shout. I look forward to working with you guys and your kids this next term. I think it'll be a fun term, and I'm really happy to get back in the classroom. I hope your kids are too. Have a great night or a great day whenever you're watching this, and hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.